Hello everybody and welcome back to the Patreon server, playing some Feed the Beast Revelations 2. How you guys doing today? I hope you are doing well. Last episode we made our fancy schmancy invisible armor. We also got to work on, it's nighttime, dang it, our fusion crafting injectors. We made our fancy advanced dislocator, which I have gone around and set everything, well, most everything up. Since last episode, I hadn't done a whole lot. Biggest thing is I've made the tier 7 draconic ball of energy, and we've got it filled up already. So that is all I done. It's hooked up to our tier 6, and it filled up pretty quick. So today we're going to sort of continue on our quest of draconic evolution, but not necessarily doing draconic evolution. I want to get awakened cores, where we can we need to get awakened draconium, not awakened draconium, but awakened done, and we want to be automated, and we want to get the awakened cores automated. So we are going to see about doing a Woot farm for the Ender Dragon. So we've got a few things that we've got a lot of crafting to do. We've got to make a top tier. I guess it's tier 4. I thought there was more than that. I thought there was tier 5. We will see when we get to that. But we've got a couple things that we need to make. First things first is we need to make this here intern. This intern will tell us, let's get our fancy schmancy terminal here. Will tell us, well, we got a couple things we can do. First, well, we need to make a yaw hammer. And then this intern will show us what we need in order to make we're really out of redstone torches. What we need in order to make our factory. So there are two of the things that we need. We need to make this factory layout, which we don't have any books. Man, I tell you what, I don't have nothing ready to go. Still didn't make the book. Yeah, I did. What are we missing? Maybe I didn't make the book. Anyways. And I made 1,000 dropper. Oh, it's a dispenser, not a dropper. We really can't use any of these bows that we've got. We've got bajillions. And I do mean bajillion bows. Nope, we've got to make a bow. Dang it. And there we go. So now with this, we should be able to... Yeah, there's tier 4. Now how do we... My next question is how do we figure out what all we need for it? I have the Woot book here. So let's see if we can figure this out. That we don't need. Factory. The intern. The intern will build, can be changed by shift clicking in the air with a tool. Wait, was not what I wanted. Okay, it's not going to tell us what we need just yet. So, but the first thing that I do know that we need is we need to make this here ender shard. That's what we need in order to program the farm. And to do that, we need to make a Steigen anvil. And we need to get some iron ingots and some iron blocks. And to get the iron... Oh, let's just go ahead and make a bunch of these. There we go. Alright. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Let's go smelt these bad boys up. And there we go. So now, this, we need a block. And that should be everything we need in order to make it. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We're going to set this... Well, we took everything with that. We'll set it in here, as we've got all the room in the world now. In here. Alright, so now we need to make a shardard. Shardard. Oh man. So we need a Steigen iron plate, which we're going to need a bunch of these. Let's just go ahead and make that many of them. And we're going to need a piece of quartz. I hate that. And we are going to need our hammer back. So basically the way this works, we can throw that on there, and that didn't work. How do we do this again? I done forgot how to do it. First off, what am I looking for? This right here. So that goes on the anvil. Maybe we need just one. And where did my... Oh, I'll tell you. It's going to be one of those kind of episodes. First off, let's get our magnet turned off. Second off, let's get our quartz back. Alright, now let's try this again. Try that and that. Why are you not working? Let's get all the quartz out of here so it'll quit doing that. So maybe we need to place the quartz down. Aha! Throw that on top. Anvil must be sitting on a magma block. And I don't have a magma block. And I don't feel like going to the nether. Now we got it. Alright, now we need a eye of ender. So let's place that on here. Okay, place that on there. Throw that down. And we have these. Alright, so let's head to the end. We can do that pretty quick now. As soon as I find it, there we go. Alright, here we are. So, first thing we need to do now is we need to spawn us an Ender Dragon in. And this is really loud. And then we've got a smacking. Which is not going to be necessarily that hard to do. If I had my speed turned up, we could get him a lot quicker. And I missed him, I think. Yeah, I missed him. Alright, so now we've got him in here. We can look at it and see how many we need to kill. And all we need to do is kill him once. Of course, he's not going to take any damage down there, and I just hit the wrong button. And he's dead. So this thing should be programmed. It is. So let me collect my stuff, get back home, and then we'll be back. Alright, so we are back. So with this here Ender Shard, we need to make the factory controller. And in order to make the factory controller, we need a controller core and we need a factory base. Factory base, we need some soulstone, which is pretty easy to do here. I don't know why I've got so much soul sand going on. Now I done forgot where I was. Factory base, soulstone. So there is that and the factory base. That gives us 4 of them. Alright, so we need a controller core, which we need to make this prism. I'm going to bet I don't have half the freaking dies. Now, my question is, can we... No. It has to be vanilla dies. Alright, so that is what I need to work on next. It's easy enough for us to do. Red, green is... What are we missing here? Red and green. We can craft that. Alright, so there is our red and green taken care of. Now we need orange, which we've got. And we need purple, which we got. And there is part 2 of what we need. And the last thing we need for this is the shard itself. Alright, so it looks like... Let's get that off of there. Alright, so let's put this on there. Let's throw that and that. And I've got my magnet on again. So So there's that. There is that. No matching recipe. Oh. Got a little bit ahead of myself. We need to make the plate cast, which is that, and a piece of redstone. So let's get redstone. Let's get rid of some of this stuff. Infinity card we don't need. I just put that in there, which should be good. Alright, so there is that. And we need the controller core. Which is that, and one of these. Beautiful. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. So now we need our ender shard, the core, and the factory base, and that's got our factory. And it did not like me making that. Holy Lord. I just all of a sudden got really laggy. Either that or it's raining outside. And it's not raining. Alright, so let's place this down here and see if it'll tell us what it is that we need to make. Ah, that tells us what we need to make. Alright, so I need to write this down because that's a lot of stuff. So we need get my paper ready. Actually, let's not do that yet. I'll do that. We need 10 flesh, 14 bone, 35 blaze, 60 ender, 95 nether casings. Whew. We're going to need some nether stars. Alright, so casings. Flesh casings, factory base, and a piece of rotten flesh. Easy enough. Bone, easy enough. Blaze, ender, nether star. Nether star shard. Alright, so that's not necessarily as bad as what it looks. So there are all of our casings that we need. Next up, we need the 4 upgrade bases, which is which one here? We need to make a factory heart. I do know we need that. We're going to have to make all these tier caps, which are easy enough for us to do. I'm hoping that it doesn't take a cap core for each one of these. If so, we've got a lot to do. Diamond shards. The tier 3 is emerald. Tier 4 is nether star shards. I'm still not seeing. There's power cell. We're going to go ahead and make the premium power cell, which is a little bit of everything along the way. And I'm still not seeing the upgrade base. I guess we will get to that. Maybe it's That's the upgrade base. So it's just a spider eye. So everything is stuff that we have. It's just a matter of me spending the time to craft it. So in order to craft this, we are going to need the cap cores, which is core die, which we can do easy enough. So let me get all this stuff made up, and when we're ready to build it, I will bring you guys back. Alright, we are back, and let me tell you, that was some crafting. So first off, your factory base. These things are not reusable. Well, I say they're not reusable. You can get, I think, maybe one or two of the lower tier ones out of it, but I don't believe it was. I didn't realize that it wasn't using, or that it was using them, until I got to the second tier. But it used the factory base for every single recipe. Not necessarily that bad to do. Now, for these, it used a cap core for every single one of the caps that we had to make. So we made a total of 18 caps, I think is what it is. Total it is. We had to make 18 of those, which is, once again, not necessarily hard, but standing in front of the anvil is a pain in the butt. And then finally we had to make the power core ones for the power cell. Those, just a block of coal, and it took one of each of those to make each one of these. So, but we have everything we need. We've got all the different tier caps. We've got all the different tier casings. We've got our 4 upgrade bases. We have our premium power cell. We've got a factory heart, and we've got a factory controller. This will make our base tier 5 factory. All we've got to do is place the heart, which is what I've got to figure out. I don't know how big this is going to be. So we're going to go out to right here. And we're going to place that down. And we're going to kill all these blocks until we get everything figured out. And then I will put us a platform up to do that. So we're going to go underneath this thing, I do believe. And it's not making it. Oh, it is making it. So basically we can just right click on this thing and right click on it and right click on it, and it's going to build this for us, which is awesome. I hated placing all these little blocks down. So this is definitely going to save me some effort. What do we got left? We're still going. Matter of fact, nope, we're still going. And we're good. So if I'm not mistaken, we should be able to place this on top of it. And just somewhere random underneath, we need to place our power cell, our importer, and our exporter. Now, the question is why didn't this... Expected, we put the controller in the wrong place, I guess. That didn't work. Alright, let's look at our book. It shows the controller right on top. So why are we not... Got a power cell. Validating for tier 1. We're not looking for a tier 1. We're looking for a tier 4. Something is amiss. Well, it took a minute to figure out, but it was... the controller goes back a block. So, now we should be able... Why are we not getting... Oh, no. Alright. Remade those. We've got our power in here. We are ready to get this thing going. Now, first things first is we need to claim these chunks. We're about out of chunk claiming abilities. Alright, so we need to set up a few things. I will be right back. Alright, we are back. We've got to set up a way of getting all of our stuff over there and back. So we're going to hook up this. We want to stop that. We want to take our speed upgrades out of here. We want to put a crafting card in here. That's not what we want yet again. And we want to get one of these end crystals. Now I have already set up a recipe for these. So we should be able to put this in here and we should start seeing this fill up. There we go. Now we are going to run out of gas tiers. Pretty quick. Yeah, it's using 3 of these to craft 1 gas tier. So we may switch that up. So, but anyways, this is going to go. This is already going to give us a ton of dragons. So not necessarily that big of an issue. I'm going to sleep and head to the Void World, and I'll be back. Alright, we are back. So we've got our factory importer and our factory exporter. So for the exporter, we're going to put our blue chest down. This is connected to our system already. For the importer, we're going to place down this one. This should start automatically putting in we're going to crash. Alright, it does have the end crystals in it. So as you can see, it's not going very fast. So that is something that we've got to work on. So this is what I've got to do now. We've got to make these raid upgrades. We want to get to the tier 3. This will make... There's the raid upgrade and there's a mass upgrade. I'm thinking the raid upgrade causes them to spawn faster. The mass upgrade causes more to spawn. I don't know how well this is going to work with the end dragon, but we're going to find out. And we're also going to do the looting. If nothing else, it should help us get more draconium, if nothing else. So that is what I'm going to work on. For do this, we're going to need power books, power 2. power 3, not necessarily that hard to do. Looting, same thing. Looting 1, looting 2, looting 3. Now there's other upgrades we can use. We can do XP upgrades and get XP. Not necessarily worried about it. We've already got a ton of XP. Mass upgrades, we need Fortune, Fortune, and Fortune, which we've got Ender IO. We can do all that stuff that we want to. They have Decapitate update or upgrades, which will give you heads. There's Efficiency, which causes it to use less power, more. It runs better, basically. We may do those as our 4th upgrade. There is upgrades for Blood Magic, Evil Craft, which we don't have in here. Blood Magic is probably something we will look at when we get to Blood Magic. So, I'm going to work on some upgrades. And then I will be back. Alright, we are back. So, I have got all of our upgrades that we are going to use. First thing we're going to do is our looting upgrade. Now, they don't have to go in any specific order as far as where we're placing them on this. But they do have to have all 3 tiers in order to work. You place tier 1, tier 2, and then tier 3. So that's got us to what? Doesn't change anything as far as what doesn't show that it's changing anything. It'll probably have to, it changes the chance percent drop. We got 100% Dragon's Breath, 100% Egg, 80% Dragon Heart, and 80% of Draconium Dust. So next up, we've got the mass upgrades. Let's place that one, and that one. And that is going to spawn 4 Ender Dragons at a time. And it's spawning them every 12,000 ticks. So next up is our rate upgrade. So there's 1, 2, and 3. And that just dropped it to 3,000 tick to spawn one. And finally, our efficiency upgrades here. Right now, we're burning 200. Well, it takes 252,480,000 RF in order to do this at 85,000 RF a tick. And our third one. And that just dropped this dramatically. So now we're spawning them a lot faster with a lot less power. So let's look at we've got 4 Dragon's Breath so far. I know that is something that we hadn't had. I don't know about Dragon Eggs. Dragon Eggs, that doesn't look to be right. I need to check and make sure that that is going to output directly into this. I'm going to assume it is. It's inputting directly from it. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull all of those out, pull all of these out, and pull all of these out. Get an achievement, and we'll give us a minute and we'll make sure that everything is working the way it needs to. It's fixing to go, and it started over, and we got 3 Dragon Hearts, 4 Dragon Eggs, and 32 Dragon's Breath out of that. So yeah, we are golden on Dragon Eggs. We're good on Dragon Hearts. There's no telling how much Draconium we got, but we've got a ton of Draconium now. So, that is going to be it. That's where we're going to leave it. That's what I wanted to do. We've got all the Dragon Hearts. Or not all the Dragon Hearts, but all the Dragon Drops. I don't know if we're going to set this up for anything other than the Chaos Dragon. That was over there and that. I seen a zombie pop up. Anyways, I don't know if we're going to set this up for anything other than this and the Chaos Dragon. Well, no, we're going to do one for Blood Magic. We can do the Wither. I just don't know if it's worth it. We might just make a controller and throw it. We can throw it on here and then put the Ender Dragon back on here just to see how it works. If nothing else, it might be just a way to have Nether Stars going at all the time. So anyways, with that, a little bit longer of an episode. I apologize for that, but I wanted to get this done. So I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. I thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.